Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to the English edition. As usual, I'm Daniel Cook, your host 6 days a week, keeping you updated with the latest happenings here in Tirana and the surrounding Balkan region. In today's news, the Parliament has approved the prosecution's request to arrest the MP Mark Frroku. Mr. Frroku was arrested today in his house after he left the plenary session. It is learned that 2 other accusations against him have been added to the growing list. The prosecution suspects that Mr. Frroku's wealth was accumulated through illegal activity because they have been unable to verify the source of it. The Inspectorate for the Declaration and Audit of Assets has filed a lawsuit against the MP for laundering money and for refusing to declare his assets, something that is obligatory for an MP. After Frroku's arrest, his lawyer said that additional accusations cannot be added to the warrant against him without the approval of the Parliament. The accused MP did attend the plenary session today, even though he has been under house arrest since Saturday. He obtained permission from the prosecution to be present at today's plenary session, where he spoke in front of his colleagues. Mr. Frroku claimed that he has never committed a murder or a crime of any kind. He said that he has always respected the law. "I have never committed a crime in my life," he said. "I admit that I migrated to Belgium in 1998, seeking political asylum. Belgium refused the asylum, and I returned to Albania. I heard about Alexander Kurti after he was murdered. His body was found on March 5, 1999, when I was not in Belgium. In 2004, I was arrested in Belgium and held for 2 months. Then I was set free with no conditions set by the court. In 2010, I was sentenced to 10 years in prison in Belgium, but the Belgian High Court declared the decision to be invalid. The Belgian authorities have no evidence against me. I have not asked to be defended by the Prime Minister or the Interior Minister. I am not asking you to vote against the request of the prosecution. I will resolve my own issues with justice and with Belgian court and with the Strasbourg court if necessary," said Frroku. The Parliament then voted in favor of his arrest with 113 votes in favor, 2 against, and 2 abstaining. Responding to the questions of Ora News journalists, President Bujar Nishani has commented on the process of decriminalization in Albanian politics. He made an appeal for the work of decriminalization to continue. Regarding the arrest of the 2 MPs, Tom Doshi and Mark Frroku, the president said that he cannot comment on the decisions of the justice system. Nishani was asked about the issue during a press conference that he held with the Macedonian president, George Ivanov, who is here in Tirana. Ivanov is here on an official visit to hold meetings with the government authorities and seek support for NATO membership. He made this statement in the press conference. "We have done a great deal for the rights of Albanians and all minorities in Macedonia. We expect Albania to respect the rights of Macedonian minorities here. We should not see the minorities as being any different," said Ivanov. President Ivanov also expressed his dissatisfaction with the low level of commercial exchange between the countries. He said that Albania is not on the list of 20 countries with whom Macedonia has significant exchange. The Macedonian president has also held meetings with the Assembly Speaker and the Prime Minister. The Democratic Party held their latest protest in the city of Shkoder today. At the protest, the chairman Lulzim Basha invited the citizens to join the Democrats in their effort to remove the current government from power. Basha said that massive protests will be held in every city. The government is violating the rights of the citizens, he claimed. They have appointed criminals to the administration, and they have made crime their ally. The citizens cannot stand this situation anymore. Thousands of citizens are united together today against the government of Rama and Meta, said Basha. This was only the latest protest of the opposition after those in Tirana, Durrës, Kavaya, and Kukës. The next protest will be held in Vlora on Saturday. The head of the New Democratic Spirit Party has accepted an offer made by Prime Minister Edi Rama to begin negotiations with the Socialist Party for cooperating in the upcoming elections. The head of the party, Bamir Topi, said that they have in fact agreed to start negotiations, but he made it clear that this does not necessarily mean that the New Democratic Spirit Party will be part of the left coalition. He said, "This is a civic gesture for the best of the citizens. We will have negotiations with the aim of contributing to the local elections." He added that the New Democratic Spirit Party is going to be presenting some changes to the Constitution. The Ministry of Energy has given a warning to the Canadian oil company, Bankers Petroleum, regarding yesterday's explosion near the city of Frroku. The ministry informed the company that it will be held legally responsible if it is found to be responsible for the explosion. The secretary of the ministry said that the damage caused by the explosion is still being evaluated and that the residents who were affected by it will be compensated. The ministry announced that a team has been established to monitor the situation and that everything is currently under control. Meanwhile, the damage assessment has already begun. So far, it has been reported that there are around 70 houses that were damaged in the blast. 10 of them are damaged beyond usage. The residents have asked for compensation for this so that they can build other homes. The difficulty for these residents might have been avoided if Bankers Petroleum had followed the order of the Ministry of Environment, which had already suspended them from activity back on February 27th. April 2nd is the International Day of Awareness for Autism. Autism is a disorder that is characterized by impaired social interaction and restricted and repetitive behavior. The current statistics tell us that 1 in 65 children are born with autism. Parents usually notice signs of autism in the very first 2 years of their child's life, and these signs develop gradually. One mother of an autistic child spoke about the difficulties that her family faces. She says that when her son was diagnosed, it was a difficult thing to face, but in times like these, there is no time to think or hesitate because treatment has to begin right away. Her son has begun to attend therapy sessions at the Albanian Children's Foundation, and so far, the therapist says that the treatment is going well. The mother says that a child with autism needs a lot of attention and dedication, and that it takes the entire family to help the child adapt to the world around. That concludes our news for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please join us again tomorrow at the same time for more Albanian news in English. Thanks, and have a great night.